These are the 20 most exciting changes in the new Minecraft update. We're getting new blocks, mobs, structures, and maybe even a new boss. Starting with the new Cherry Grove biome. It's gonna be full of these pink trees, which means we're also getting the cherry wood type. But the most exciting part about this biome is the possibility of a new mob. The mulip used to be in Minecraft Earth, but then Mojang shut the game down. So when the cherry biome was announced, players became ecstatic because this is the perfect opportunity for the mulip to be added. We might also get a totally new village type. Imagine how awesome the cherry biome would be if it had its own village. I think Japanese houses and gates would be perfect here, but maybe asking Mojang for a cherry village is a bit too much. Since we're already getting a new structure in 1.20, it's gonna be called Trail Ruins and it will be buried underground. This is the tower part of Trail Ruins and it's only one of many different rooms that it can have. The Trail Ruins will also be quite rare. It will only generate in these specific biomes, usually next to a river or an ocean. It will contain a ton of valuable loot, including some brand new items, but by far the most interesting are the smithing templates. These little items will change Minecraft forever. That's because smithing templates are essential to get the new armor trims. Now you'll be able to customize your armor using all kinds of materials, such as emeralds, lapis, and even redstone. There are 17 different styles, but my favorite is the silence trim, which covers most of the armor, so you can literally have amethyst armor if you want to. Getting the smithing templates will not be easy though, since they will be scattered across all the different structures in Minecraft. Personally, I love this idea, as it encourages players to explore the world. Imagine if Mojang added armor trims for the Elytra. Now that would be insane. The Bedrock Edition is getting some huge changes as well. Not only will there be a different death animation, but Mojang's also adding a brand new editor mode, which will help players create maps super quickly. However, these features came at a cost. The reason we even know about these changes is because Roger Badgerman leaked them. That's the same guy who leaked the Sniffer and the Camel. However, recently, Mojang found out who this person was, which resulted in Roger getting fired. This man literally risked his job just to give news to the community. What a legend. One of the biggest features of the entire 1.20 update is for sure archaeology. This mechanic will allow us to discover hidden items in these 5 locations. Archaeology might sound complicated, but it's surprisingly simple. First, you need the new brush item, which is crafted like this. With this brush, you can start uncovering loot hidden in these 2 blocks. They're called suspicious sand and suspicious gravel, and you can find them in different Minecraft structures. I almost forgot that ocean ruins was even a thing. What's interesting is that each location will have its own unique loot hidden in the blocks, so not all sand is created equal. You're probably thinking, is this new loot any good, Darusak? Well, that depends on your luck. One person can find a wooden hoe, while someone else can find emeralds, diamonds, or the new pottery shards. There's 20 different pottery shards in total, and you can use them to craft decorated pots. Each of those shards will give you a different pot. You can also use 4 bricks to craft a decorated pot, but let's be honest, this one isn't really decorated. There is a creeper pot, a wolf pot, a diamond pot, and even a sniffer pot. Don't worry, we'll get to sniffers in a bit. Mojang is adding 3 new entities into Minecraft. The first entity is called Text Display, and you can use it when convincing people to subscribe. The second new entity will allow you to summon a floating item in your world, but the third entity is by far the coolest. Like the previous 2, Block Display lets you summon floating blocks. However, you can also control the size and rotation of these blocks. Just imagine the endless opportunities stuff like this unlocks. You could use Block Display to create a giant endstone high up in the sky, acting as a permanent moon. Yeah, this update only keeps getting better and better. And we didn't even talk about the sniffer. Strangely enough, you will never find a naturally spawned sniffer. Instead, you have to hatch one from a sniffer egg. Those can be found in the new suspicious sand. The sniffer can dig up ancient seeds from the ground. Right now, there are only 2 seeds, the pitcher pot and the torch flower. The latter can be used to breed more sniffers. However, you won't get baby sniffers. Instead, you will just get another egg. The sniffer breeds like a turtle and walks like a turtle. Basically, it's just a fat turtle. 1.20 is also bringing a bunch of new commands. My favorite is the /ride command. This allows you to mount and ride any mob in the game, no matter if it's a bat or a villager. Another command is the /fill biome, which lets you change the biome around you in a matter of seconds. And you can even use biomes from different dimensions. Oh my god, what have I done? Another big change is to fire spread. In some biomes, it will spread quite slowly, while in others, it will spread super fast. Great, there goes my house. The most exciting feature of the entire 1.20 update, as well as the most uncertain one, is the possibility of a new boss. But Adusak, the last update gave us the warden. There is no way we're getting a boss. That's what I thought as well. But then Mojang hinted at adding a boss in their latest YouTube short. This set the Minecraft community on fire. People immediately started speculating whether a new boss is really coming. The truth is, we can't be certain. I guess time will tell. One thing we know for certain though, is that camels are coming to Minecraft. This new mob might make horses totally obsolete. That's because camels have a special ability called the dash. When dashing, the camel launches up to 12 blocks forward. What's more is that camels can carry 2 people instead of just 1, like the pathetic horses. If you're an OG subscriber, you might remember that I suggested this feature back in 2021. Imagine if 2 people could ride a singular horse. How epic would that be? So yeah, I think it's clear I deserve all the credit for the camel. But what I didn't predict is that camels will be tall. So tall, in fact, that mobs can't even reach you. Another thing that horses can't do is walk across fences and walls, while camels do it with ease. Yo, that's enough. In 1.20, the skulk sensor will go from a block that almost nobody uses to something that will change Minecraft as we know it. There will be a new mechanic utilizing blocks of amethyst. Basically, whatever frequency the skulk sensor picks up, the amethyst will send further. Here is what 1000 amethysts sound like. We're also getting the calibrated skulk sensor. Yo, standing on this block is a bit sus. This new block can be used to only detect specific sounds, which makes it perfect for traps. Ever since enchanting was added, you could see the iconic enchant animation. Well, that's no longer going to be the case. Why does every Minecraft update include that one idiotic change that just makes everyone angry? Last time it was the removal of gamma, which made absolutely no sense. And now the enchantment glint is getting nerfed into oblivion. It will be completely removed from all potions. There will also be a new slider in the settings, which lets you adjust how strong the glint is. But even at 100%, you can barely see it on some items. Dude, what a stupid change. Notch would have never. To give Mojang some credit, they went hard on fixing bugs in this update. There was this funny glitch where a camel in a boat would get stuck in the dashing animation. Well, this is totally hilarious. It had to be fixed. Mojang is also fixing this weird cherry tree bug, which caused the leaves to randomly decay. Holding a brush will now look properly, instead of being cursed. Players riding sniffers will no longer sit inside of them. By the way, this is what the inside of a sniffer looks like. Trust me, you don't want to be sitting there. Mojang also fixed the raft bug, which made them float above ground. But Adusak, what even are rafts? Rafts are simply boats made from bamboo wood. Yeah, that's 2 new wood types in one update. Personally, I think the raft is for sure the coolest bamboo item. With so many changes to bamboo, it makes you wonder whether Mojang is cooking up something bigger. Something like a bamboo village. Now listen, this makes more sense than you think, because the game already has jungle villagers, and this is the perfect opportunity for the devs to make use of them. Either way, you can build a lot of creative things with bamboo, such as a hand pump that's filling a pot with water. Or by using 2 bamboo fences and a hanging sign, you can build a shovel that's sticking from the ground. Wait, a hanging sign? Yeah, we'll talk about those soon. First, let's look at the new world creation menu. This is a huge change, because the old menu has been in the game for years. Now there will be 3 main tabs: Game, World, and More. The Game tab lets you name your world, change the difficulty, and choose the game mode. To change the seed, you have to go to the world section, where you can also select which world type you want. Yo, who plays on super flat? They should just remove that. Finally, there is the More tab. This is for the advanced players that want to mess with the game rules and data packs. Personally, I think this change makes Java feel more like Bedrock, which is like making Chrome look like Internet Explorer. Bruh. As I promised, let's go over hanging signs and all the other changes to signs in this update. The hanging sign is a more expensive version of normal signs, which can be crafted with 2 chains and 6 stripped logs. There will be 11 different types of hanging signs made from all the available wood types, including bamboo and cherry. You can place a hanging sign in 3 possible ways, but I think the last method is the best, since you can angle the signs however you want. Normal signs are also getting some big changes. You can finally write text on both sides of the sign, but not only that, you can now edit the text. We all know that feeling when you wanted to make one small change, so you had to destroy the sign, place it back up, and write everything from scratch. Well, now you can simply right click. Bookshelves will now have a friend, the chiseled bookshelf. Most people will use the chiseled bookshelf as a means of storing books, but let's be honest, that's lame. If you're a real gamer, you'll use this new block to access your hidden base, or you can do some chiseled book pixel art. Bruh. What's interesting is that by using hoppers, you can either put books in or take them out. Unlike normal bookshelves, the chiseled ones don't require any books when crafted, but that's not a good thing, because it also means that chiseled bookshelves do not increase the power of enchanting tables. So when is 1.20 going to be released? And why is it named Trails and Tales? Let's start with the name. Is it just me, or is the Trails and Tales name super confusing? When you hear the Nether update, you know exactly what to imagine. But when you hear Trails and Tales, you don't know anything. Even Mojang themselves already messed up and called it the Trails and Tales update. But now, let's talk about the release date. Most of the predictions out there say it's gonna be in June, but I think it's gonna be much sooner than that. A lot of the features are already finished, so I believe 1.20 could be released in early May or even at the end of April. Minecraft will never be the same after this update, so make sure to subscribe and you won't miss any of it.